Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World the game. Let's try and get back to the daily upload schedule. So, with that said, let's have a look and see what we have. So we're just going to quickly get the coin. Because coin is always handy. Right. Really, I need like a revenue tower in this little corner, like at the bottom. Or maybe in this middle bit here. I don't know. Right. So we have some exciting stuff to do. We may be able to do this mission. Potentially. Because I did hatch my velociraptors. Now, the reason I say we may be able to, I am going to get level 40 velociraptor in this video. If I have enough food. I don't know how much food it will take for me to get velociraptor to level 40. And it's going to cost a lot of bucks, but it's worth it because we can then progress with the missions and keep leveling up and doing more stuff. But yeah, I don't know how much it's going to cost. In terms of the battles we have today, we have the Rarity Rumble, we have the Claim Your Territory, which is actually really friggin' difficult. So that is going to be... yeah, that's going to be interesting. We have this Jurassic Jumble thing, which lasts for 2 days, so I don't necessarily have to do that today, so we'll see... we'll have to see how we get on with like the dinosaurs that I've used in my roster. And then this lasts for 6 days, the Chaos Theory pack, giving us Ghost, Pachyrhinosaurus, Panthera, Paterophus Gen 2, Bumpy, Ceratosaurus, Rexy, Suchomimus, Velocity. Yeah, you get the picture. Unfortunately, that doesn't give us any bucks, but a chance at another tournament creature could be pretty cool. This Jurassic Jumble pack gives us Dinochirus, or Dinochirus, Ceratosaurus, Zalmoxes, and Yutyrannus as the tournament options. I think Yutyrannus is a glass cannon pretty much. So is Zalmoxes and Dinochirus. I don't know about Ceratosaurus. I think Ceratosaurus might be more on the tanky side. But this gives us $100, so that's nice. And then obviously we have the Common Rumble, which we'll get out. We'll get that out of the way. I'm not doing any of these mod packs just because like they are quite difficult in terms of like the stuff I'll have to use will be towards the top end of my roster, and I don't have too many mods to use. I mean, I have a fair few, but like I've got to do 3 battles, so, and there has to be 3 mods used in each one, so they will sort of go out very quickly, I think. So yeah, we'll have to see how we get on with the Claim Your Territory thing, and that will decide whether I can do the Jurassic Jumble thing, or I mean, I think Chaos Theory should be doable, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, first of all, first things first, let's oh, I have stuff to hatch as well. Yeah, of course. Let's hatch this dude. What was this one's name? Oh, what's this one called, rather? Magistotherium. Okay. Awesome. Like most Cenozoic meat eaters, Magistotheriums was most successful in Eocene epoch? Is that how you pronounce it? Eocene or Eocene? I think it's Eocene. Before it's displaced by more modern predators. Interesting. So I'm just trying to think. So we have with dinosaurs you have the Triassic, Jurassic, and the other one's just gone out of my head now. Yeah, it's genuinely just gone out of my head. Triassic, Jurassic. It will come back to me later, hopefully. And then you've got your Mesozoic era, where you see all of the, which I think covers the Cretaceous. That's the one. Thank you. Cretaceous, Triassic, and Jurassic. I think those three are included in the Mesozoic era, and that's obviously when you have all the aquatic stuff as well, like your mosasaurs and your pliosaurs and elasmosaurs, all that sort of stuff. It encompasses that, and then you've got the Cenozoic, which is I think split up into different eras as well. However, I'm not entirely sure what those eras are. So if any of you guys know, do let me know in the comments. The Eocene era, or the epoch, I guess, I am familiar with vaguely, but I feel like it's split up into different. I could be wrong about the Cretaceous, Jurassic, and Triassic periods being underneath the umbrella of the Mesozoic era, but I don't think I am. But I could be wrong with that. But if anybody knows, let me know in the comments, because that'd be actually quite interesting to find out. That out of the way, Utahraptor. So we can get a level 30 Utahraptor, which may be helpful for that common rumble pack. And we can also get a level 30 Capasuchus. So we'll see how much food and how many bucks we have left after doing this Velociraptor evolution. But this has to come first because it gets the mission done. We'll have to move it somewhere where it can get 12% bonus. Dude, if it just does that every single time, that would be awesome. But yeah, our first level 40 super rare. I mean, it's not even like, we haven't even got a level 40 rare yet. And we're getting a level 40 super rare just because I got super lucky and I just got loads of Velociraptors. Oh my god, it did it first every single time? Really? Okay, damn. Thanks, Velociraptor. You just saved me a lot of bucks. That is awesome. Okay, so we have a level 40 Velociraptor, which is awesome. I forgot how cool Velociraptor looks as well. He looks so cool. Look at him. Okay. Yeah, so we've got decent stats as well, of course. Dude. Okay. Oh, we have a seasonal chance pack to claim. We get some more super DNA. I will take it. Well, considering that didn't take too many bucks. I can maybe consider taking up Capasuchus to level 30. Or maybe I do yeah, maybe I level up Utahraptor first, because that's that's gonna take less food. Because I just realised I went from 3,500,000 something like that, down to 900,000. So yeah, maybe I'll lay off on the super rare evolution for now. But I will level up this Utahraptor, because I think it will be helpful for the common rumble pack thing. The rarity rumble, that's it. I'll keep them both at level 20 for now, and then we'll see what we end up doing. So I need to move him now. I need to move this Velociraptor to somewhere that I can give it like 12% bonus, right? Heaven, of course. Let's move that John Hammond statue over here. There we go. So that gets Doctor Who's mission done. I think I probably did it the most expensive way possible, but we do now have a level 40 Velociraptor, which is really hype. So I'm glad we've done that. I'm glad we've got that sorted and out the way. I will eventually get level 40 Majungasaurus back, I'm sure. Buy and place 4 buildings and collect 40,000 coins from buildings. And what's this one? Have 100 or more dinosaurs? Do I not? I have 91. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, I guess that will be done over time. There's another one. Let's put in Pelecanomimus. In here we'll put in Quetzalcoatlus, so I have some more options for my pterosaurs. What do I do with that Velociraptor? I guess I just sell it eventually. I don't know. And we'll put in a Baculites, I guess? Or maybe Cephiderma. Or maybe I put in one of these. 3 days, though. 3 days. Which does limit our options quite a bit. Okay, well, I'll put in Geosaur, actually. We'll put in Geosaur. So those will be done by the next episode. Right, I think that's pretty much everything I can do here. I've got no more expansions to do. And I can't get any more XP that I couldn't think of. Can't set any of those off. So let's just jump straight into some of the battles. So, let's do this Rarity Rumble thing first. So we've got... Let's put level 10 Majungasaurus in... actually, no, because I don't think he's going to swap out if I put in level 10 Majungasaurus. Level 20 Bunnysaura? No, Pelecanomimus. And then... Yeah, that'll do. Right. So, what do we do? I think we go for the reserve here. Okay, so he has used all of his goes. So we'll take him out with Pelecanomimus in 3 hits. And it's kind of up to Utahraptor to take out Majungasaurus and Tropicnathus 2.0. Right, that's not ideal. You can't kill me in 2 hits, can you? It's close. It's close, but I don't think you can. You might be able to. Oh, he just kills me as well. Damn it. Alright. Alright. Well. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Where the hell did he go? Where is he? There. No, Velociraptor would go in one go, but Utahraptor, no. 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 Needs to cost me, what, 39 bucks? Little bugger. Oh, I don't know if I like the colours. They're very bright, if that makes... Yeah, it's just really bright colours. The Utahraptor lived approximately 50 million years before the better known Velociraptor. Interesting, 50 million? 50 million? Interesting. Are all... This may be a stupid question. Are all raptors related? Like, within the evolutionary tree, right? Are all raptors related? I genuinely don't know if Utahraptor would be a distant relative of Velociraptor. And Pyroraptor, maybe. Now, because that being said, Oviraptor is very, very different to other raptors. In terms of, like... Well, not only in terms of behaviour, but also... Well, it's still a scavenger. But... Oviraptors mainly focus on stealing eggs, right? From nests and stuff. Which Velociraptors are scavengers in the sense that... Like... They will either be pack hunters or they'll fight over a carcass. Like, that's Velociraptors. Whereas Oviraptors will literally just wait until the parent goes, or, you know, is distracted from the nest. And then would go up to the nest and take an egg, you know? So, like, behaviourally, is that a word? Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of their behaviour, they act very differently to other raptors, in my opinion. And then their build is very different as well, because they were a lot sort of skinnier and sort of taller than most other raptors. And they had longer necks, and they had longer feathers, I believe, as well. So I'm just trying to think. Would they still be related, considering their behavioural and anatomical differences? It would have to be like they would have to be incredibly genetically similar, and just have certain traits expressed in one species that aren't expressed in the other species, for them to still be related, like closely related, but also be completely different. I don't even know if they were located. That might also help. If they were located like close to each other when they were alive, whether they would be in the same sort of region, I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's crazy actually. There's like it would be so difficult to try and like find that out, I think, if all raptors are like at least somewhat related. Because like just because we put raptor in the name, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same as all the others, or the same species as all the others. I don't know. Anyway, I just went on like a massive rant about biology stuff. I apologise. But it's fascinating. I mean, it's fascinating to me, so it is what it is. This is why, like, toxicology is, not toxic, is it toxicology? Taxonomy, sorry. Taxonomy is such a, like, precise and difficult, like, finite science sort of thing. Just because, like, how do you identify, something as a species? Like, I think the general description for a species is a population of individuals that can reproduce to produce fertile offspring. um, and have been like selected for with certain selection pressures. Say like um, there's been a glacial shift or something, and they physically cannot geographically relocate, so they're all stuck in that region. If they can reproduce to produce fertile offspring, then I think that's what currently is the classification for a species. Because then obviously you have subspecies and stuff that come off of that. But at the same time, you can have like moths can look very very similar, but also be completely different species. So you can't just base it off of anatomy alone. You have to look at genetics, and you have to look at behaviors as well, like mating behaviors and feeding. Like, do they hunt down their prey, or do they scavenge, or how do they scavenge? You know. So yeah, that's really interesting actually. That's why it's like brought up the question in my head, like, are all raptors related? Are they all like, is there a common ancestor to all raptors? Like, do we know whether that's the case or not? I apologize, I've been rambling for so long on this subject. It's just like incredibly interesting to me. Like, not even the answer itself, just like the process of how you would go about finding that out, because it's not like you can analyze their behavior. Like, for sure, if you have a group of Velociraptor fossils that are like found in close proximity to each other, as if they would have been in a pack, then you can probably deduce that they were pack creatures, right? Like pack dinosaurs. You can tell something is cannibalistic if there is remains of an individual of the same species inside the stomach of the stomach area of the skeleton. If there's enough tissue preservation for that, of course. But like, those are kind of the only ways you would be able to predict behavior of certain creatures that long ago. So I guess there's not really one true way of knowing. But it's just I don't know. Anyway, if anyone has an answer to the question, if you still remember what the question was, I don't think there's any point me doing this. This is going to take up like 2 characters that are way too strong. Creatures that are way too strong, sorry. Let me do this because I know what I'm coming up against here. Yeah, if you do know the answer, do put it in the comments. Whether whether all raptors shared a common ancestor and would therefore be related. I just think it would be fascinating. That's all the nerdy stuff out the way. I mean, there's only so much nerdy stuff I can limit because I am playing a dinosaur game, but still. Anyway. I guess that's another question. This is a nerdy episode. This is nerd episode. Prepare for nerd overload. I think the explanation for a species, like the classification of a species that I explained earlier, I think is the current viewpoint on it. But like, what would your guys's classification of a species be? Like, if you saw 2... what's a good example? I'm just trying to think. Like, there's cacti, for example. I think this may be wrong, but so cacti in the desert obviously have evolved to look a certain way. They get all of their nutrients um, from roots that dig far and well, they don't. I don't think they dig far underground. They just spread out really far underground so that they can reach reservoirs and stuff like that, or little bits of water. Um, and then they don't grow leaves because leaves would be too taxing for them to maintain, so they just grow spikes instead for defense and just focus all of their energy on just maintaining the initial structure of the cactus and the roots and everything. And so that is like an adaptation via evolution by natural selection of cacti in that desert, right, in the Sahara or some wherever, pick a desert, you name it. That is just via natural selection that has been how they've turned out. However, in certain parts of America, there are very similar plants. I don't know if they're actually called cacti, but there's very, very similar plants that have no need for those anatomical oh, I just realised that's a Suchomimus and T-Rex. Maybe I need stronger creatures. Let's put in... No. Let's put in you. And... Mastodonsaurus. We'll leave... 6 days, 2 days. Yeah, we'll leave the other one. That's fine. There's another... I can't remember the name of it. But there is another plant that I think is found somewhere in America. I know it's very, very vague, but like I don't have the knowledge off the top of my head, unfortunately. That looks very, very similar to a cactus, but they aren't actually related. Maybe they're very, very, very distant relatives, but they aren't actually classed as the same species. But it's just a case of, I think it was divergent evolution, where like they've both grown up in different geological or geographical locations rather, and have developed similar traits because of the conditions that they're in, but they're not the same species. If that makes any sense. I mean, Google, if you are interested in any of this, Google convergent and divergent evolution, or ChatGPT or whatever. Like, check that out, because I think it might be convergent evolution actually. I think it is convergent evolution, yeah, because it's the same trait. So yeah, it's a case of convergent evolution, but they're not the same species. And so I'm kind of wondering whether, for the different raptors, whether they were more widespread over a larger geographical location, and they had similar anatomical features, and they've been given the name raptor because they all are a case of convergent evolution, or some of them are a case of convergent evolution. Obviously, some raptors are related to others, but I'm just thinking if there is a different lineage, like they don't have a specific common ancestor, then perhaps not all raptors are related. I don't even remember how that question came into my head. I've just gone into a 20-minute like rant about convergent and divergent evolution and evolution by natural selection. But hey, there you go. I'll leave that with you guys. I'll let you guys work your heads around that and sort that out in your in your brains. Apologies. Apologies in advance. But yeah, I don't know, I was just curious. I'm just curious. Right, let me I could go for... Yeah, I'll go for reserve here. It is actually... I genuinely apologise for those that aren't interested. If you still... like, watching this video 30 minutes in and you weren't interested in any of the stuff I was saying, I apologise. But if you were interested, then correct me if I'm wrong, you know? Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's got me back onto convergent and divergent evolution now. Convergent is definitely when they're in different geographical locations or different settings, with similar conditions, similar abiotic factors, if you want to be scientific, that affect their evolution essentially, to have like similar traits to others in that condition in different locations. And then I think divergent evolution, I'd have to look up on divergent evolution because I can't quite remember off the top of my head what it was. I'd be hesitant to say as well, just because, like, if I'm not right in... Oh, we've got an Allosaurus, really? Okay. If I'm incorrect in my statement of what divergent evolution is, it might misinform people as to what it is. If anyone is that... Basically, take what I'm saying with a pinch of salt, is what I'm saying. Because I could be completely, like, wrong. Which I'm okay with, I'm not okay with misleading people. But yeah, any biologists or paleontologists or whatever, zoologists, any form of biology, let me know. Let me know about divergent and convergent evolution. Maybe, well, no, I won't say that. I was gonna say maybe send some articles, but I don't think you'd be able to send an article in a YouTube comment section. You can maybe recommend one on like a certain journal, but yeah, I don't know. How difficult is this thing here? Oh, it's very difficult. Yeah, we're not... No, that's level 40s. That's level 40s. That's very difficult. I'm gonna need stronger stuff. Like, yeah, Poderpes Lux, Shunosaurus, and probably Jacobinator. Poderpes Lux might be able to get through it on its own, actually. Or on their own, I suppose. I'm just being silent because, like, my brain is going... See, this is one of the issues I have. My brain will just keep going. Like, it's got me started on it now. Like, I've thought of one thing that has posed a question, and now my brain is just constantly going on it. Like, I can't actually quiet my mind, which is an issue. That's crazy, though. It's just a question of classification of a species. I think it's still a debate in the scientific community as to how you can definitively classify and identify species. And it doesn't necessarily have to be animals either. It could also be plants, or fungi, or bacteria, or just pathogens in general. I don't know how people can't find biology interesting. Like, surely everybody finds some part of biology fascinating. Like, you must somewhat. Everybody has watched one documentary where they have thought at least for 10 minutes of it. That's pretty cool. Like, surely. How is biology not fascinating to people? Like, how could it possibly not be fascinating? Anyway, apologies. Dreadnoughtus. Compsognathus. Tapajanosaurus. Let's go. I fear that I am massively overestimating my opponents here. But it's fine. Okay. Maybe the level 20 Dreadnoughtus was a little bit overpowered. Maybe that was a little bit too much. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So I think we've got one more battle to do. And then that's going to be it for the episode. I think I can't really be bothered to do some PvP right now. I just kind of want to get this pack, and then I'll do PvP off screen. Let's put in the Patasaur. Let's use a brand new level 40 Velociraptor. And we'll put in Scaphognathus. I do like how the AI is literally just going for full-on attacks every single time. That is actually quite helpful. That is Ophiocodon gonna go for 4 here? If he does, then that does kill me. I think 3 kills me as well. Oh, so close. So close. Just not enough. So we can take him out. Okay, oh, Nasusaceratops has to go for 4. It just doesn't kill me in 1 hit. Yeah, okay, cool. So, in comes level 40 Velociraptor. Can kill a level 33. Very odd number to stop at, but level 33 Nasutoceratops in 1 hit. Lovely. Okay. In comes Velociraptor Gen 2. Oh, we get a Spinosaur. Okay. So we can get a level 20 Spinosaurus. But do we already have a level 20 Spinosaurus? Where is Spinosaurus? There. We do already have a level 20. Do we have 2 in the market by any chance, or just 1? Just 1. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Right. Well, apologies for the long rant, but the long rant aside, if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't ready for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright then. Bye bye.